Ladies and gentlemen, please silence your phones and hush your babies. The show is about to start.
Hi everyone, and welcome to a quiz that for legal reasons is neither big nor fat, but it is a quiz all about Mormonism. It is a quiz where we will go through the past 12 years of the Mormon Church and what... 12 years? 12 months. You can tell it's late here. And what a 12 months it has been. And so to go through that, I have brought together three teams who will fight it out in a quiz format to see who knows the most about the last shocking 12 months of Mormonism. So let's bring the teams on team at a time, if I can make that work. Probably can't. Let's try this, shall we? Oh, here's Peter. I'll introduce them. Here we go. So here's Peter. Unmute yourself, please, Peter.
Hi.
Peter Bleakley needs no introduction. He's from Mormon Civil War.
Team Alja's Fanner is here. I have a sidekick from across the pond.
Here's Alicia, also on Team Alja's Fanny. Hey, Alicia, say hi, say hi.
How's it going, guys?
Then we have Jordan and McKay. There we muted. Everyone unmute yourselves now. This is the place we're going.
I thought I hit it. Hello, everybody.
There we go.
How's it going?
There we are. We got Jordan and McKay, Team Abominable Apostates. And then these people are normally in the same room, but not today. We have Samantha Shelley from Team the Transatlantic Alliance. Say hi, Sam.
Hello.
And then we have T Gizzle, which is Tanner with the unpronounceable surname, also from Zelf on the Shelf, but who is not with Sam today because, well, can I start some internet rumors now?
Fight.
Yeah, massive fight falling out, right? You guys can be okay working together tonight? Right?
Yeah, as long as we're not in the same room, we'll be all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but
Well, here we are. Here's everyone all together. I like that I tried to start this by having teams that would be in the same physical location. So I went with Jordan and McKay, I went with Sam and Tanner, and then Sam's like, so Tanner's going on holiday to California. So I was like, well, I can't uninvite them now, so I guess we're gonna have to make that work. But then what that allowed me to do, it allowed me to put Peter Bleakley and Alicia Hall on the same team, and that brings me great joy. Because it's the most unlikely team I could think of, and it's going to be excellent. Okay, everyone, are you ready for the quiz?
Competitive.
Yeah, are we feeling competitive tonight? Who's feeling competitive?
Oh, I'm so ready to lose.
Ready? Okay, so I'm going to give you a practice one in a moment. Tanner's been... Is this mime? There's no mime round. Okay,
Yeah,
right, cool.
round,
He's doing interpretive dance. It's that's how he communicates, Nemo. You should know this.
I've spent enough time with him by now. Yeah, so I'm going to start you off with a little practice round. What I want you to do is write down your answer, and then what I'll do is I'll go through and we'll go through the answers, etc. I'll ask each team what their answer is. What I will ask the audience very, very kindly to do is not put the answers in the chat. Because yes, the guests can see the chat. And so if you're like, oh, I know, and then you furiously type the answer, I won't be proud of you. This won't make me feel good. I'll just be a little bit sad because it undermines the quiz. You get me? Right. But I'm all for audience participation. I want you guys to chat amongst yourselves. Just not about the actual answers to the questions, please. Right, so here's your first one. The warm-up round. So here's some newspaper headlines that have been edited. And they've been edited in such a way as to make you reflect on a story of Mormonism this year. Can you tell me what that story is? What it is? So have a think amongst your teams. Sam and Tanner are going to be communicating by text, as are Peter and Alicia, because they are in separate spaces. So Jordan and McKay get to confer, which is good. I'm trusting those teams that are texting not to be Googling. But, you know, what can we do? Eh? What can we do? Does everyone think they've got it?
Well, they're different stories.
I will read them. Yeah. So the first story is: the Savior denounces Tim Ballard's morally unacceptable activities. The second is a edited headline from The Independent. Court cites clergy penitent privilege in dismissing child sex abuse lawsuit against Jesus Christ. From Fox 13 in Salt Lake City, the Lord sues insurance providers over sex abuse settlement costs. I think I'm seeing from Jordan and McKay, they're looking like they've got a good idea what this is. How we feeling, team? Would it help you if I showed you the unedited? The unedited
Sure.
ones?
Yeah,
Cool.
that would be. I think
Here's
I've got
the-
an idea.
Here's the unedited ones. So, Mormon Church denounces Tim Ballard's morally unacceptable activities. Court cites clergy parental privilege in dismissing child sex abuse lawsuit against Mormon Church. And LDS Church sues insurance providers over sex abuse settlement costs. Does everyone think they've got that now? Yeah? Okay, well, let's reveal the answer,
The
shall we?
church.
Could I suggest
Oh.
an alternative approach? Substitute the word Savior or Lord or Jesus Christ in place of the church. As in, I don't support the Savior's policy on you fill in the blank. Or I don't agree with the way Jesus Christ does this or that. For me, personally, that seems to put a very different perspective on things.
Okay, so teams, did we get that?
I'm just hoping this was the searing for the warm up. It's gonna be rough.
What did we get? Sam and Tanner, did you get that?
I did
Tanner?
kind of have that. I
Nice.
guess.
That correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Tanner, you're muted. Did you get it?
Not in those words, no, Nemo.
Okay. Alicia, you look like you're going to say, did you work that one out?
Peter got it.
Peter got it. Okay.
So we're good.
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
we said the church, but you already wrote the Savior on the answer. Nemo, you can't give the answer away on the clue.
Oh, no, but it's the
This is
clue,
basic.
Peter. It's the clue. Right. If Peter's going to go try to undermine my quiz, I might just boot him. Alicia, you might be rocking on your own. So we have a picture round. We have a clue for each month of the year.
Could I suggest
Go on, don't do this. Right, okay. Here's the picture round. So, first clue. So, yeah, make sure you got something to write down on your phones or whatever. Here's the first clue for the month of January. What is this about? I love the silence here because part of me wants to just fill it with chattering, but the other part of me is like, you know what? I'm going to let them squirm for a moment.
5
Sam's
years
looking like
together.
displeased at me.
I'm finding this quiz really hard so far. This is way above my pay grade.
I thought, like, do I make it really easy, or do I go in like really hardcore and then it be fun because everyone's really struggling? And I went with the kind of, I guess,
Ooh.
sadist approach to this. Oh, Alicia looks like she should work something out.
Are you just gonna call on us, or
Oh no! So we'll go through. We're gonna write them down, and then I'll go through the answers. Yeah. So once you're all ready to move on, just let me know.
we're ready?
We're ready. Okay. I think we'll move on. For the month of February. I'm now looking back at
What
these,
does that
having
even
made
mean?
them, having made them a few weeks ago, and thinking I'm not even sure what that one is. So good luck, team.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And
We-
so I'm going to
we
give you a
wrote,
few moments, and then
what?
write. Peter, what?
Oh, sorry, is this February now?
Yeah, this is February now. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna
right,
work
I'm
our
with
way
you.
through.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought that was like a reveal. Okay, right.
It's all right. Teething issues.
All
We
right.
will get there. Don't you worry, folks. And then I'll go through and remind you of each one, and I'll ask you what your answers are, and then I'll give you the answer. There we go. Right. I mean, ASL works. I get that. I like it. I like what you're going for there, Tanner.
Sam and I are just doing plays, kind of like a baseball coach.
Oh, I
Just,
see. Nice.
Nemo,
Okay.
me and Tanner are having a little bit of a struggle understanding the rules.
Okay.
I
do
normally
you want
just
to clarify?
blank out when games are explained, so I assume
Okay.
that's what happened. But
Right. So you're going to look at the picture,
Yeah.
and it is a clue as to a Mormon story or an event in Mormonism that has happened during a month of the year. Right. So this is around
So
February
we have
time.
to say what the story is and the month
So,
of the
yeah.
year. Oh, you're
Well, no. Just what the story is. So, what does this represent? What story in the church does this represent? This
Right.
one is a difficult one. They
I know
do
what it
get a little easier.
represents.
Okay, right. So, and it's not Alan Mount, although it does look a little bit like him. So there is that element to it, but I promise that's not him. Right, and I'm going to move on and just make a note if you are still trying to work him out. So this one, what is this? This, right? Okay, I saw a nod from Tanner. I think this is perceptible. Yeah. Right. So Gail, I hope that Gail in the chat was saying I don't understand this quiz format.
Oh.
Nobody does. It's not really one of those quizzes where you have to. You just kind of roll
No,
with
you
it.
just
It's
go
like
with
the
it.
powers of suggestion, stream. I don't know.
Okay, right. We'll move on to the next one. This one. So this is April. So this is a general conference reference.
I
I'll
know
give you
this
guys.
one.
Alicia knows
Oh.
this one. There we go.
Only because this talk was from my stake president.
There we go. So if you happen to know who Alicia's state president was, then you're in for a winner.
I want to say
Um,
Tracy Chapman, fast car.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're getting it now, McKay. You're getting it. Right. The next
You
one.
are still on fire.
This one, spell it out. 3 words. Peter looks entirely switched off to my attempts at trying to get him to engage with this.
No, I'm typing.
Okay.
We're typing
Oh, I
our
see.
answers.
Right. So
We're doing what we're told. Ah, I got this one.
nice.
Okay,
There we
sorry,
go.
what month
Okay.
is this one? Are we on May?
This would be like May time. Yeah. It's not exact months sometimes, but we're moving through the year, as it were. Right. The next one. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing some nods. Sam looks like she's having a slight emotional crisis. Are you doing all right down there, Sam?
Yes, I'm doing well.
Nice. If at some point you feel like you have just run out of the ability to answer these, funny answers are going to be accepted and cherished. So I can see that's where Tanner's brain has kind of gone already. So I'm glad.
No, we would never do a funny answer. We're taking this very seriously.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, the next one. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. We'll go to the next one because I think that one got picked up pretty quickly. This one's particularly obscure. If you work this one out, I'll be a happy man.
Sam, isn't that your family?
It is. It is
No, they're vegetarians, not horse riders or hunters.
actual footage of Sam's family out on a
That's way
Boxing
more
Day hunt.
Nemo's family than mine.
Whoa. We'll
What
let
month
less
is
of that.
this?
Tell
August?
people in the chat to stop answering the questions.
Yeah, stop answering the questions, people, in the chat. We're working through.
Yeah,
all right.
just privately message me and Tanner your answers, please. Not ruin it for everyone.
We represent the collective.
There you go. Yeah, this is around sort of July, August time.
I appreciate the censorship of pornography.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely. I didn't want it demonetized. Do you know what I mean?
If I see one more penis today, I swear.
Do not
Okay,
give
next.
context to that, please.
Yeah, no. We're just gonna leave that as it was. This one. This is another kind of sound it out.
Oh.
Oh yes.
This is 2 words.
Oh, I got it.
There we go. All right. The next one. I feel like this one disadvantages the Americans, who are 90% of the quiz contestants. So, Peter, this is all on you, bud.
Quick, I got the pressure's on. Is this September now?
Yes. Yeah, around that time. There was some double ups of months.
My knowledge of useless words has finally paid off.
Yes. Yes, McKay. I'm excited. I'm excited by this. Okay. The next one.
Oh yeah.
Now look carefully at the face. I had a bit too much fun photoshopping Russell Nelson's face.
Honestly, you could have
Yeah.
put his face on the bird.
Oh, no. This is specifically, he has to be the man on the horse. So this one, I'll help you. Who is the man on the horse? And why would Russell Nelson have a relationship to that individual or that individual's country? This is for October General Conference. This one. I'm appreciating people in the chat are now less confused and starting to get it, which is fun. So
happy for them.
I'm very happy for them. I'm glad they're loving life.
It must be so cool to have such a functioning brain.
Okay, this one. Here's the story. This is the final one. Admire Holland's crown there. It's a lovely addition. Okay, right. Are we ready? Okay, right. Answers. So I'm going to go through one at a time, and I'm going to get each team's answers. Okay, this one. What did you get? Let's start with Alja's Fanny, Peter or Alicia. What did you get for this?
We want to. Is that Russell and Wendy's wedding anniversary? But
Okay.
then I'm thinking maybe it was longer than 5 years.
Okay.
Don't know.
Jordan and
Is
McKay.
that how many different?
We're gonna go with Rusty's 5-year anniversary of his brutal reign and dubbing of Mormon being a victory for Satan.
I think. Okay, that's sounding good.
Mm.
And then Sam and Tanner.
We're saying just your average repressed Mormon marriage. Start in January, 5 years later. Wow, we did it.
Okay, right.
It's a miracle.
Nice.
This is actually us. We
did
had our
get married
5th anniversary in January.
It says that on their t-shirts right now.
Okay, those in the audience, do we know? Do you know who it is? It is the 5-year anniversary of our glorious prophet, even Russell M. Nelson's reign. Here we are. Here he is.
Right.
Clearly
Jump
a
scare.
particularly up-to-date photo. I don't appreciate that in the comments from Zelf there. Anyone else following any
glam
of
for
this?
this photo.
He's glammed up. But notice in the background, right, if you zoom in, there's a little card that says celebrating 5 years of inspired leadership next to his 4-year card. So the man's building a shrine to himself. In the,
Do those cards mention Jesus Christ? Because if not, Oaks is going to have something to say about him.
I do
That's
not
a
think they
victory
do.
for Satan. We appreciate it. Our team needs some points.
There you go. So yeah, Jordan and McKay get a point. Sam and Tanner, unfortunately, no
I
points.
think we got a point for that one, didn't we?
I don't think so. I think
How are the points
pity
being
half
given
point?
out?
Nemo,
You
not
have
even
to
a
get
half
the right
point?
answer or you don't get a point.
the pity points come later, guys. If you're on 0 by like the 3rd round, I will start giving them.
We don't need
We're
your
gonna
pity
plug our
point.
Venmo
Like
and people are
Mario
gonna send us
Party.
pity dollars.
Right. Okay. So the
Pity
next one.
patrons.
This. What did we get? Let's start with Sam and Tanner. What did you guys get for this?
Sam, it's your turn to share the answer that we
Oh,
both
you
wrote down.
know,
Definitely.
The answer we both wrote down for this one and felt very confident in was this was when the live, laugh, love man was let loose in the temple.
His
And
reign, his
funny things started happening.
14-day reign of terror.
You
in the
may
general
get half a
region
point
will
for
not be
that.
forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And just by the way, teams, make a note of your own points, and then I'll keep a total at the end of the round, because I never got time to be doing that myself. Right, Jordan and McKay.
We're gonna go
Just
with
gave us 100 points.
we're gonna
It's a
go
bold
with
move.
the church in a very unprecedented move, making all temples accessible to giants.
Oh.
Well, I
The
mean, no,
Nephilim.
but okay.
I've never
That's
been more
obscure.
proud of our former church.
Nice. Alicia?
It's inclusive.
We're going with the Preston Temple in UK.
It is.
Yeah, all I
And-
know is that's Preston.
Okay.
Is it anything to do with Preston, Nemo,
Right, so-
at all?
I cannot believe that Sam and Tanner are actually the only ones getting half a point. There's no
you.
points, no points for abominable apostates, and no points for Alja's Fanny.
Darn it.
The answer to this one comes to us courtesy of Outer Dankness on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Laugh, love man. We nailed this one.
That felt so
Just look at her face.
Intuitive points getting.
Wow, good job, Samantha. You
It's
really
not
got
about
it.
understanding
Me
the
learning about this
question.
in this moment, right?
Oh, we don't want to repeat that.
Not again,
Right.
Nemo, please.
Let's move on. Okay, so there we go.
Oh my
Team
gosh.
Transatlantic Alliance get half a point for that.
Crap, guys.
This one you must have all got, right? Jordan and McKay.
Oh, I couldn't remember this one specifically. So what I settled on was he got an award that he didn't deserve that probably should have gone to somebody of color instead.
I'll give you a point
That
for
was
that.
a really
Yes,
good guess.
Really
that's
close.
a
Beautiful.
solid movement.
Couldn't have said it
Peter.
better myself.
Peter.
Right, the Gandhi Mandela whatever awards by Morehouse
He's right in front of you, but sure.
Historically Black College in Georgia. I'm having a mental block. I can't.
It's Martin Luther
him.
King.
You're doing
Martin
great.
Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
So the church bought an award for President Nelson with some scholarships to Morehouse Historically Black College in Georgia, and they've awarded him the first Peace Prize for his inclusion and tolerance.
Yeah. In a move that you could not make up, that is what they did.
Oh
Sam
my
and Tanner,
gosh.
did you get that?
You couldn't make it up.
Yep. Russell
guys-
M. Nelson,
Oh my Lord.
anointed Prince of Peace by Nelson Mandela's ghost.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
You're living in an episode of The Simpsons at this point.
Here we are. Here he
So
is.
how many points do we
Without
get?
a hint of
Yeah.
irony.
How to
He's glowing.
Yeah. You get 1 point, Peter. The same
How-
as every other question.
one?
Yes.
But they got one as a consolation, not getting it quite right points. Shouldn't we get two?
No, that's not how this works.
You've not.
I
thought
will
this through,
not have a
Nemo.
quiz
This one-
mutiny. I will not have a quiz mutiny this early in the evening.
But you know,
He's
I'm
the
here
means
to
of
oppose.
quizduction.
Oh dear. Right, next one. This one. Okay. It's some comic books and a car.
Yep.
Sam and Tanner.
Oh, this one is obviously the famous story of how Russell Ballard, a famous car salesman, lost his virginity.
What, in a
Room
Ferrari
where it
250.
happened, folks.
Yeah, all these pieces are key ingredients.
For legal reasons, that's not true. Jordan and McKay.
In a move that nobody could have guessed, but it's too late now. M. Russell Ballard has announced his acting career, and they're absolutely destroying the integrity of Marvel Comics.
Yeah, okay, no points there. Alicia, you were very excited when this question came up.
I was excited because it's the only one I've known so far.
Nice.
Well, this is from a talk by Alan Haney. Opinions of dead prophets don't appreciate with time like vintage cars or comic books, right?
Yeah, he did say that. Correct. You get a point. Here he is, the man himself, saying it.
So the key is to follow the living prophet. Brothers and sisters, unlike vintage comic books and classic cars, prophetic teachings do not become more valuable with age. That is why we should not seek to use the words of past prophets to dismiss the teachings of living prophets.
It's like, how dare you use what we said to like measure us by? Stop listening to things we used to say.
When someone's
Stop reading
predicting the
those
future,
scriptures.
you can't just analyze whether or not that's come true in the future. That's unfair.
Yeah, absolutely unfair.
Sounds just
so
like
yeah,
Jordan's mom.
So the key is to follow the living
I
prophet.
don't like this double playing business. Right, this one, when we sounded it out, Jordan and McKay, did you get this?
We're gonna go with the largest river in the world turning into a cottage when there's a full moon.
I see. It's a ware
Amazon
cottage.
Ware Cottage.
Amazon Ware Cottage. I mean,
Ware
like you're
cottage.
so close, but nil point, unfortunately. Sam and Tanner.
The Mormon Amazon warehouse scandal.
I
Yes.
haven't heard of that.
Yes. There we go. 1 point.
Ooh.
Peter and Alicia, did you get that? Team Alger's Fanny.
Yep. So the church has followed up buying, spending 100.
Oh, don't you worry, Peter, I have an explainer slide.
£103 million on.
Don't you worry.
Yeah, on Alder Castle with a 74 million pound
74
purchase
million.
of an Amazon warehouse near Wembley in London.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their
points.
Covent Garden IP, which is a charitable company, bought a £74 million warehouse, and just the church is continuing to rent it out to Amazon.
I have a grievance.
Okay. Yes.
You used a very English style house, and we are team all American.
Yeah.
If you had used a colonial style house, I would have figured it out.
A what style house?
A colonial style house that you'd find in the United States. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm too American to understand.
Whatever that is. What is that
Not
sound?
real.
Can
They're
you
not
translate?
made of bricks.
I'm lost.
Okay.
I cannot.
I've never seen
It's
a
just in
house.
a language that you wouldn't understand.
I see. Right. If anyone in the chat can
think
help me
Lord
out.
of the Rings.
Okay.
You've
If I'd
got
done a
your
Hobbit
slave
hole, would that
estate,
help?
And then you have your
That would've
colonial
helped.
style house with the pillars and the slaves.
Nice.
One of them.
Okay. The next one. Did we get this? Did we get this? Team Alges Fanny. Peter, I don't need you to explain it. Just tell me if you got it.
Bishop Waddell.
We got it.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Bishop Waddell.
We have sufficient for our needs.
Jordan and McKay.
Yeah, it was the tithing transparency.
Yeah.
BS.
Sam and T Jizzle. Yeah.
I wrote down my mom read my diary again. Sorry, I didn't know anything for this one.
I was gonna maintain my silence because I'd been bought off.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope you've got the theme now. I tried to give video answers where possible to make it more entertaining for the audience. Here it is, the man himself.
Bishop Christopher Waddell told us it was the church's lawyers
watch how
who
he
advised
struggles.
them to create the shell companies.
What about, the idea that secrecy builds mistrust?
Well, we don't feel it's being secret. We feel it's being confidential.
What's the difference?
The difference is, I guess it's a point of view that's confidential in order to maintain the focus on what our purpose is and what the mission of the church is, rather than the church has X amount of money.
But don't you agree this would be a non-issue if there was more transparency?
No, because then everyone would be telling us what they wanted us to do with the money.
And that would be such a terrible thing, would it not, ladies and gents? Right, let's
Bishop
move-
Christopher
Already
Waddell.
do.
Yeah,
That
they
was
already
hysterical.
do. So you guys, well, I think we got points all round apart from Sam.
Is that to say that I got a
Are
point?
we up to 5?
No,
I'm
we're
losing
not.
track, Alicia.
You need to be counting your own points, Peter. I can't do this for you.
Right,
Which
we're
I
to
understand
25.
leaves this open to
Okay.
trust. But I trust you all because we're trying to show people that when people leave the church, they can still be trusted and they're not bad people. And so you make the whole Exmo community look bad if you cheat. Just so you know.
I'm going to be hiding our points in shell companies.
Oh, I see. That's a great plan. I like this. Did we get this one?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Cody Wyoming.
Yeah. Cody, Wyoming. In the chat. Yeah. Cody Temple. People are getting it in the chat as well. I think the people I really need to ask is the Transatlantic Alliance. How did that go for you guys? You got it?
Yep.
Horsehead found in LDS temple. No, what did we put down, Tanner?
In the
We
temple
knew it was
presence
the
bed,
Cody
right?
Temple
Yeah.
debacle.
Cool. I'll let you
LDS
have
Church
that.
squares off with
Yeah.
citizens.
Here's, Cody Mayor blocks building permit for LDS Temple, all that jazz. Next one. This one, a little bit niche, but I think once you see it, you'll be like, oh, or you'll be like, Nemo, I can't believe you did this to me. Peter, you are most familiar with
I'm
men dressed
stumped.
like this. You're from the southeast.
Yeah. So you got
No,
a
you're
hunt,
stumped. Yeah, a hunt, and
you've got the Vitruvian Man by Da
Yeah.
Vinci.
okay.
I was saying,
people in the chat are starting to get
the
it.
Hunter Biden route, and then my brain exploded.
Okay. Jordan and McKay.
I wrote down WTF. That's what I came
Sweet.
up with.
Okay.
I like the Hunter Biden idea. We need to check those dogs' laptops.
Well, the answer is hunt man. Hunt man? Help
Huntsman.
anyone? Huntsman. James Huntsman
Ah.
sued the LDS Church, and he got it reinstated. Which is
I
all
thought
lovely,
for
wasn't it?
sure it was going to be Leonardo da Vinci.
I wish it had been, Tanner. If I'm honest, that's much better than what I came up with. This one should have worked for people, right? If Jordan and McKay didn't get this, I'm deeply upset.
Yeah.
You can't
want
go
our
talking
answer
about this
now?
on the news Jordan, and then not get this. All right.
Do you want our answer?
Yes, please.
We went in the form of a Friends episode title. It is
Okay,
the
yeah.
one where we go to jail.
Ruby Frankie.
Nice. Ruby Frankie. I like that. I like
Nice.
that. Sam, Tanner,
Yeah, Ruby Frankie.
Ruby Frankie, sweet. Peter and Alicia, Team Algis Fanny.
Yep. Ruby
Yes,
Frankie.
we got that
Ruby
too.
Frankie, smash
Jody
it.
Hildebrandt.
Smash it. Cool. Was it difficult at all, this one? Or did it become? Did all of you go Ruby Ross? Oh no, and then
That's what I did.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I
Cool.
did initially.
That's what I thought would happen.
I did Rock Ross. I was like,
And here we are. Yeah, Ruby Frankie and 8 Passengers: The Rise and Fall of a Parenting Influencer, and and not. Jodie Hildebrandt is a much more difficult one to do a clue for. I'm just getting that out there. I picked the 2 names. I thought, which one can I make a clue out of? Hildebrandt is difficult. And then the next one was a similar vein. Sam and Tanner.
Just an unlikely couple, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. No points there.
Your
Jordan and McKay.
opinion, Nemo, no points.
McKay, you were like, oh, there's like my knowledge of niche words. So
did you know what it was?
I didn't, but you did.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know
it's
what
excellent.
Tin Ballard has anything to do with Tim Ballard.
It's perfect. You can't tell me that's not excellent.
That's fabulous. I love
Sam,
that.
Tin Bollard.
What's your point?
I don't know. She's forgotten what a bollard is. I nearly
Oh,
did.
you've been in America too long. What's a tin post? Team Algis Fanny, did you get that?
We totally had that one.
You had that one? Sweet. Okay.
Thanks
And then
for have the easy ones, Peter.
here we are. The timeline here, interesting to note. On the 15th of September, the church denounced Tim Ballard's morally unacceptable activities. On the 11th of October, he was accused of assault. Some call that timing convenient. Others, mere coincidence. Who are we to say? And then I think we go to our final one. Oh, no. Next to last one. Did we get this? Did anyone get this? Like, is there anyone like, I know what that was?
Yes.
Yes, Peter. Peter, what is it?
Okay, this is Genghis Khan of Mongolia. And
Yes.
At October conference, he announced, President Nelson announced a temple for Mongolia,
He did.
which probably
Did
has
you get
fewer
that, Jordan and
members than
McKay?
the other countries
We
has
actually
announced.
did. I couldn't remember if it
Awesome.
was Genghis Khan or Attila the Hun that was from Mongolia,
But yeah, you got the
good point.
Mongolia thing. Nice. Salmon T Gizzle, what was your answer? Sam's just
We
eating.
don't have one.
You don't
Baby
have one.
Bell.
Baby
Doing a
Bell.
protest vote. We know the answer, but we're refusing to say.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Right.
Confidential.
You still don't get any points. What's the difference? Is it not just secret?
It's confidential.
Point of
Depends on
view.
the
That's
point of
confidential.
view.
sacred.
All right. Well, my point of view is you get no points. Yeah, Ulaanbaatar got a temple, which is interesting. Now this one, I was keeping things so up to date on this quiz that you're going to love the answer slides to this one. Because when I made this, but a week ago, the question was, Sam and Tanner, come on, what is this?
Well,
The
first,
suit.
it's actually double layered
Mm.
because, of course, we have Jeffrey R. Holland in succession for presidency, but it's also, interestingly, David A. Bednar's class on how to hold hands like a human. You can see he's learning. I think next year's model will be able to do it even better. The robotics that are coming out now are just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's a beta test, you know. Don't put too much stock in it.
Jordan and McKay, did you get this one?
He's quite sensitive. He's stroking his own watch. Yeah.
We were trying to determine whether you were talking about the passing of famed car salesman M. Russell Ballard or the calling of the new
The new homie.
tea drinking apostle.
Nice. Yeah. Sam, did you just write Suits reboot post Meghan Markle?
No.
I feel like that was
that?
you, and it's going on screen just so that people get to see it.
Would you
This is-
you give that a point or
I wouldn't give it a point.
just a hard
Uh,
line on no points?
Yeah, I mean, banter gets me views. It doesn't necessarily get you points. I mean, that's what we need to establish here. What has happened, though, is that my system whereby I'm currently controlling my PowerPoint slide has broken. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I while I sort
Guys, this
this
is our
out.
one chance. If we want to change this place forever, we have to step up now.
First
Life
union
grants are
meeting.
just
Let's
tiny
fucking go.
windows.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. No. Okay. Right. This will take a moment. Stand by, caller. Right. Talk amongst
If we were
yourselves. How
to
are you
just
enjoying
explaining.
Who
How
would
are
we
we
pick to
enjoying
play
it?
all the apostles?
Okay. Yeah. Who's playing the apostles in feature-length films? This is
For
an
Bednar, I
excellent
imagine some kind of large iguana.
question. Any reason?
Put it in a
for
suit
that?
with a red tie. I think
I like it.
we've got our star.
We've got our star. Right. We're going. I'm having to
Jeffrey
scroll
R.
back
Holland
through.
will be a nice bulldog. I'm assuming these are all animal. It's an animal movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Animation
Like Pixar
Pixar
style.
style.
Right, yeah. I get that. That's nice. Okay.
He has passed
He
a while
has.
ago, but who was the one guy that would talk? Oh man, I totally. Never mind. The moment has passed, and I don't know who I'm talking about.
It's all good. I'm happy anyway. That's okay.
That
There we
metal
go.
pole could play Elder Anderson.
Okay, yeah.
Similar personality profiles.
Okay. Right, here we go. Here is the answer is M. Russell Ballard died at age 95 in an unexpected move for aging. Jeffrey R. Holland became the new acting president of the Quorum of 12 Apostles, but there was a little question mark over the face. Who was going to replace M. Russell Ballard? And who did replace M. Russell Ballard? Well, this man.
Star Search 2023.
Yay!
This man.
Grow,
White
Britannia.
millionaire.
Britannia rules the waves.
Come on, Sam, I feel like you need to join in the patriotism. I can't.
I've never heard that
song.
Britons never, never, never shall be
There we go.
slaves.
There we go. Peter likes to go to
Come
the
in.
Albert Hall for the music. Yeah, that's last night at the proms. That's what
Awesome.
it is. So yeah,
Yeah.
here's that's a
The
reference that's
British
gonna go
white
over many
saviour
people's
has
heads.
arrived.
Yeah, he is British, and he's going to turn up to change things. But okay, that was that round. What do we think, ladies and gents?
Fabulous.
How are we
That was-
feeling?
That was
Are we
challenging.
feeling okay?
It was good.
Yeah.
What are
You sure?
people's totals?
Yeah. Okay. So give me your totals, people.
We're gladdened.
One moment.
Points were won.
Please add up your points.
Jordan says 8.
Okay.
I am bad at math, but I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Sweet. That's good. 8 out of 12's not bad. Algis Fanny.
I think we've got 8.
Ooh.
Maybe 9.
Okay.
Tie.
At least 8.
Tie. I'm gonna go with 8. Alicia, have you been keeping a separate count? Or are
Sorry.
you just trusting Peter?
Well, unless you're giving me a bonus point for being a good audience, because you guys are fucking hilarious.
Well, there we are.
I don't have that much to contribute in that department.
No, you've
That's
been
fine.
great.
It's fine. It's going
It's
well.
good.
And then the Transatlantic Alliance.
We are publicly have 1 point, but we've taken 24 to 40
No.
points in secret.
You have at least like
we
3
have
and a
2.5
half.
points.
Okay, yeah, 2.5.
I
Two and a
take
half.
it you invested that 1 point and you got 42 in returns.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's
An
just
angel
good
with the
business.
flaming sword actually showed up and was like, "You need to take these points or else." And we
Okay,
were
so
like,
in the joint
"Okay."
lead, we have Abominable Apostates and Algis Fanny, and then the Transatlantic Alliance are in third place with 2.5 points. But that's okay. We're now going to be looking at. If you thought the last one was difficult, I don't think I've made this any easier. This is out of context and redacted LDS public relations statements. So I'm going to read you a statement by LDS Public Relations. You have to tell me what they were talking about. There's only like 3 or 4 of these, so don't worry. The big round is now out of the way. All right? Okay. So here we are. Now consider this matter closed. What were they talking about? Consult amongst yourselves. Write your answers down.
This is the PR.
Don't
team,
say it in the chat.
right.
Right. This is a statement that's come out of like the church headquarters, not attributed to like directly to an apostle particularly or someone.
Okay.
Although one of them is a church leader, but it's not an apostle. But it's just generally the church in the news sort of thing, you know. Oh, does the chat room get to award points to those with the best non-accurate answers? I feel like they should.
Or have.
Yes, audience votes.
Audience votes. Okay, so let me know in the comments then on the last round what you think, which team you think had the best non-correct answers. Not based on volume, otherwise that may come to fruition quite quickly. Okay, the next one. It wasn't an accurate answer. It wasn't meant to be an accurate answer. What were they talking about?
Oh.
Wasn't an accurate answer. It wasn't meant to be an accurate answer. Dawn Smith says, put that up as a poll. If I knew how to, Dawn, I totally would. But I don't, so I shan't. Next one. In a prepared statement, the church said, we are pleased with the decision. We are pleased with the decision. Okay. The next one. Because of the deceptive nature of the mark sought to be registered by blank, the church will be damaged in a cognizable way, wrote the church's attorney, Michael A. Grow. I'll read that one more time. Because of the deceptive nature of the mark sought to be registered by blank, the church will be damaged in a cognizable way, wrote the church's attorney, Michael A. Grow. That one's the trickiest one, I think. Yeah. Okay. Are we all got answers written for most of them?
That was brutal.
Okay, right, cool. So the first one. Now consider this. Oh, don't do that. Now consider this matter closed. Let's start with Al-Just Fanny. What is this?
This I was literally reading this I was recording an episode just before I came on. So yeah, I'm right. I could probably almost recite it. So this is the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, ruling that the church in First Presidency and presiding bishopric and Ensign Peak intentionally created fraud companies to hide the billions that the church is hoarding. And they reached a settlement, paid a $5 million fine, and the church's statement says that they now consider the matter closed.
Yeah. Jordan and McKay?
I was going to go with the PR department saying once and for all that it is actually important that it was a few months before her 15th birthday.
And they now consider
this matter closed.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did you get the actual answer?
Not even
close. Okay.
Close.
Not even close. All right. Sam and T Gizzle. T Gizzle, you're muted, my guy. All right. I see what he's doing.
Muted.
Okay. This is his protest now.
Hey.
There we go. Okay, he's back.
I said yes. What is the LDS Church but 6 shell corporations in a trench coat?
Exactly. So a point for the Transatlantic Alliance and a point for Al-Just Fanny. No points for Abominable Apostates.
Hey, high five.
This is the best bit. Oh.
No, like that.
They're trying to high five. This is the best bit. Is that this was a Q&A that the church put out? They were like, "Oh, frequently asked questions. We'll put these out." Did Ensign Peak fail to comply with SEC regulations? The church asked of itself. We reached resolution with the SEC. We affirm our commitment to comply with the law, regret mistakes made, and now consider this matter closed. The church cannot even answer its own yes/no question at this point.
But did they even confess to the bishop? Come on.
Here we go. This one. It wasn't an accurate answer. It wasn't meant to be an accurate answer. Sam and T Gizzle. What we got?
Oh, that was me asking questions about my sexuality in my Mormon days.
It's technically true. Points may be awarded. Jordan and McKay.
This one was also a toughie. This was resolving the matter of Elder Oaks retconning the angel Moroni into being a white salamander.
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken.
You said that.
I mean,
There you
it
go.
wasn't, but I like that answer.
Brilliant.
It could be.
That is good.
Pretty sure that was
I'll
the
just Fanny.
answer. Go ahead,
I'll
Peter.
This is the presiding bishop repeatedly putting on their declarations to the IRS that the total assets of the church is $1 million, and then later they put over $1 million. Is my guess.
Should we take a look? This was correct. This is from the Wall Street Journal. I won't read all of it, but basically they wrote $1 million on under the section book value of assets at end of year. Church officials said they believe that as a religious organization, the church doesn't have to disclose its assets. Well, they may believe that, but that isn't the tax code. Todd Budge, another member of the presiding bishopric, said anyone familiar with the church would know its assets exceeded $1 million. It wasn't an accurate answer. It wasn't meant to be an accurate answer, said Budge, a 63-year-old former banking and private equity executive. It was simply meant to communicate that we do not feel we are obligated to fill in that box. That's some hubris, huh? That's
well,
quite
Jesus
something.
said, "Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's." So, actually, you are obligated, you silly man.
Indeed.
The
next one. In a prepared statement, the church said,
Silly
"We are
goose.
pleased with the decision." Jordan and McKay.
We had absolutely no clue. We were
No?
going with Tim Ballard.
I was
being
thinking maybe Timmy
excommunicated
or maybe something political. Like we're pleased
Okay.
with the decision of such and such. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
stumped on these.
We're
Sam's resorted to comfort eating, which that's chill. I'm sorry that I'm having that
Information
effect.
like this I can only absorb if it's being played on a TikTok video with some sort of like kinetic sand or something paired with it.
Team Transatlantic Alliance. Did you get this?
I believe that this is from the child sex abuse case.
It is. You get a point.
Which
It is
is
indeed.
it seems like absolute parody at this point. Like it sounds like a joke, but it's not.
It's true. Yeah, and then Algis Fanny, did you guys get that?
I was hoping that it wasn't about the court upholding the clergy privilege
Mm-hmm.
for the Bisbee case. Is that what it is?
It is that though. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that what you wrote? Do I give you a point?
Yeah. Peter put in our chat
She
Arizona.
did write it. Yes.
Arizona. That's where
Yeah.
Bisbee is.
Indeed. Yeah. Indeed it is. Okay. All right. And then the final one. This one wasn't. I thought this one was the trickiest. But here's the answer. In a prepared statement, the church said, "We are pleased with the Arizona Superior Court's decision granting a summary judgment for the church and its clergy and dismissing the plaintiff's claims. Contrary to some news reports and exaggerated allegations, the court found that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the Savior, and its clergy handled this matter consistent with Arizona law." Well, I'm glad that they were consistent with Arizona law. I'm less glad that they are pleased that this means they don't have to report child abuse.
I
That's
thought
not-
God's laws were higher, but
Yeah.
Arizona
something like
says
that.
it's
They
different.
don't tolerate abuse though, as you've
Oh,
pointed out.
absolutely no, they don't tolerate abuse. Of course not. Here's the final one. Did anyone get this?
I guess something trademark related, but I could be
Indeed.
totally off base.
Absolutely correct.
Is it the trademark of Mormon?
Oh, bad morning.
Oh, Tanner comes in with a steal. Indeed.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so the Transatlantic Alliance get that point. So here's the full quote. "Because of the deceptive nature of the mark sought to be registered by Gay," that's Heather Gay, "the church and the goodwill symbolized by its Mormon marks will be damaged in a cognizable way, and registration of applicants' alleged marks should be denied," wrote the church's attorney Michael A. Groh, who specializes in intellectual property law at the Washington, D.C. law firm in Arendt Fox Schiff. What he doesn't specialize in, clearly, is up-to-date Mormon doctrine, because as we all know,
to remove the Lord's name from the Lord's church is a major victory for Satan.
if we run around saying Mormon, major victory for Satan. Major victory for Satan. And so therefore,
protect the trademark.
the trademark Mormon has already been damaged in a cognizable way because Nelson called it a victory for Satan. So how can she damage it anymore? That would be my question.
Did he indeed say it was bad? One could argue.
So scores on the doors. Algis Fanny are in the lead with 11. Abominable Apostates have 8. And the Transatlantic Alliance have 5.5 points.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, yeah, steaming along.
It's more than
and
had.
the last round is general knowledge. And these are just some simple questions. I'm going to throw them through at you. Let's get to it. How many temples were announced this year? Write it down. And I tried to throw some numerical ones in here so you could just guess. And yes, I'm aware it's unfair that I do sit through all 20 hours of conference every year. But as quizmaster, I get no points. Just the joy of watching you all succeed. Yeah. Here we are. Next one. How many women spoke at General Conference this year, including prayers? I will give you a hint. It is unsurprisingly low. To the same vein, how many men spoke at General Conference this year, including prayers? I shouldn't say that like the last one was excluding prayers. They're all including prayers. So how many men? The next one. What was President Nelson's catchphrase this year? Which I saw some great merch from Tomsters on Instagram. They have some great sort of antithetical merch to this, which is lovely. The next one. When Jana Reese said more Jesus, less touching, what was she talking about? Tanner, if you don't know this, now's your time to shine. Just saying. I know you, my guy. I see greatness in your future. Which university was Jeffrey R. Holland supposed to speak at before he conveniently became unwell? Now, I'm judging by the demeanor of my contestants here that this is the kind of quiz they thought they were coming to. And the other stuff has turned them. And so maybe I should have started with this and then moved into the really niche, horrible stuff. But I feel like this is a nice way to round it off, as it were. How many new missions were announced recently? So let's put a number out there.
Shoot.
Which general authority jumped the gun on announcing M. Russell Ballard's death on X or Twitter or whatever it's called these days? And again, chat, please don't put your answers. I know you're all excited. I'm excited. But it is still all to play for, and I want these guys to leave with a sense of genuine pride and accomplishment. Next one. The first presidency are old, but how old? You don't get extra points. Well, no, you don't get extra points for the cumulative total. But I'm after 3 ages. I'll give you half a point if you can name what decade they're all in of their lives. What kind of women spoke at BYU this year, basically upsetting everyone? So some women spoke at BYU, and because of their profession, everyone got upset. Okay. Give you a moment to write your answers, and then we will go through. Quick snap. All right. Are we all ready? Yeah. The looks of intense concentration.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay, right. Cool. So, first one. How many temples were announced this year? Algis Fanny, how many?
25.
25. Okay. Is that your answer?
25.
25. Okay, that's fine.
Put in the chat.
I'm so embarrassed because
That's fine.
the two
Jordan
of us
and
were
McKay?
frantically writing them down at the time.
We're going with 35.
35. Okay. Sam and Tanner?
I'm getting it announced to me currently, and I'm getting 1 million.
1 million.
They're not saying the timeline exactly, but
Those are
stuff
rookie
doesn't
numbers.
lie,
We need
alright?
1 billion by the end of this year.
Dank311 is saying 17 in the chat. Doug Vincent's saying 35. Kevin M simply says too many. And I feel like we all share Kevin M's sentiment. But it was 35. So
How did I
Jordan and
guess that
McKay
on the nose.
get a
that
point.
Was complete,
That was a guess.
just conjecture.
I feel like I want to give the Transatlantic Trade Alliance, or whatever they're called, half a point for getting inside Russell M. Nelson's mental space.
We knew we'd get you with the creative
Do you
points
know
at
what I mean?
some point.
I told you the pity
Sigma
points would
brain of
kick in.
Abraham.
Right, okay. So I'm just going to update scores as we go. Abominable Apostates, you're catching up. It's going well. Okay, next question. How many women spoke at General Conference this year? Jordan and McKay.
Said 7. Total guess.
Say that
7.
again.
Okay.
7.
Okay, so
7, yeah. Sam and Tanner?
A few.
Hopefully none, since women speaking in church is forbidden by the Bible.
Oh, well, there's that.
This is true.
Peter and Alicia?
There were 3 talks. I don't know how many prayers.
Okay. This is for the entire year, remember?
I don't remember any female prayers.
So you got to
for the
include
year.
April and
Oh,
October. Yeah.
So maybe double that.
Oh, poo.
Yeah. How many spoke at
Something like
conference
that.
this year?
Maybe 7 total.
So let's go with the
7
total.
total.
Yeah. we'll
Jordan
go with
McKay, what was
that.
your answer?
7.
it was 7.
7 as well. Okay, right. It was 9.
Total.
It was 9 total
whole
for the
year.
entire year. So there was 2 prayers each session. So there was 3 speakers at the October session, and there was 2 speakers at the April session. Yeah, there you go.
I call that a
Most for
feminist
women,
win. Let's go.
Let's go.
We
So,
are
yeah.
very slowly.
Well, we want to talk about wins. How many men spoke at General Conference this year, including
Was
prayers?
that a Brad Wilcox voice?
Yeah.
Why aren't we asking?
Instead of asking how many women spoke, we should be asking how many men spoke.
What about the
How
men?
many men spoke?
Yeah. How many
And why did they
men
have to
spoke,
wait
Peter
so
and Alicia?
500.
500. Okay, I'll take
There
that.
you go.
John and McKay.
Feels like 500. We said 70.
70. Okay. T Jizzle and Sammy S.
We put 1. It's basically just one guy speaking the whole time.
I mean, because the way they quote
It's
each
God.
other,
Right.
right, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They've
okay.
singularitied before any of us.
Well, no one got that, unfortunately. It was 81.
Oh,
We got the last.
Jordan and
bit.
McKay were close. You did get the last bit. There we go. Half a point. Okay. So, yeah, it was 81, which means the combined total of speakers for the year was 90. Which, yeah, that's not a great look, is it? Moving on. What was President Nelson's catchphrase this year? What was it? Everyone, can we say it in unison? 3, 2, 1.
Think
Somebody bite me.
Celestial.
Somebody what? What was that one?
I said somebody bite me.
Okay, Sam and Tanner, did you actually get it though? Right, you must have got that.
We did, yeah.
You did indeed.
We
Yeah,
did get
everyone
that.
got
We
that.
just
So
did a whole video
points
on that.
all round.
I thought it was
When someone you
the whole
love
thing is think
attacks
celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it off.
Celestial.
Think
And
celestial.
don't question your testimony.
Absolutely. Just think celestial, guys. I don't know why. What's so difficult about that? Just turn it off. Like, exactly.
Like the light switch.
Let's go. Flick. Exactly. No. All right.
When someone you
We'll move on. When Jana said more Jesus, less touching, what was she talking about? This has got everyone stumped. Does anyone know?
Peter, do you know this one?
Yep.
Peter knows.
Peter
Do
knows
you
this
know
one.
this one?
Go on.
The new
Are we
For
going?
the Strength of Youth booklet.
Incorrect.
What?
Incorrect.
We
Jordan
were
McKay?
going with talking about the CSA scandals that the church has been having.
You would think, but unfortunately, the church isn't taking a more Jesus, less touching approach to child sexual abuse. Unfortunately, Sam and
They'd like
Tanner?
to think they are.
They like to. There's
Jesus is
another
our master,
Swifty
so
half point in this for you if it's funny enough.
We're shooting for that half point long game. Jesus is our master, so I'm guessing this one is about masturbation.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'll give you the point.
The FSY booklet.
It's
I wouldn't give us
midnight
a
here.
point for that.
You have to petition
I want to go
for
to
those
bed.
half points? Man.
It was more Jesus, less touching. 14 changes to the Mormon temple endowment ceremony. Which
Did they take masturbation out this year?
they did not. They did not.
Less touching, not more.
Yeah. But
You get to
they
all
don't
those
give out.
holes and things. In the
They don't give the
curtains.
signs and tokens anymore by actual touch. It's all on PowerPoint presentation now. So coming into the 21st century. So which university was Jeffrey R. Holland supposed to speak at before he conveniently became unwell? Sam and Tanner.
Was
SUU.
SUU, correct. Jordan and McKay?
Oh, in the spirit of transparency, we said UVU.
I thought it was UVU. I couldn't remember.
We're silly.
Okay.
We're silly geese.
Peter and Alicia?
Well, I thought it was
Well,
University of Utah, but
Oh, okay. So that's just Sam and Tanner got that. They know
Never
their
saw that coming, did you?
unis. Hey, it's a tight race, guys. It's a tight
Everything's still
race.
to
That's
play
all I'm
for.
saying. Everything is indeed still to play for. Right. Southern Utah, and I will rig this if I have to, if we need drama. All right. I'm just getting that out there now. Here's the answer. Southern Utah University welcomes Jeffrey R. Holland as 2023 commencement speaker. Then Jeffrey R. Holland will no longer give commencement address due to health issues. 3 graduating students to take his place. And that happened less than a month later. So there you are. How many new missions were announced? Peter? Alicia?
I thought it was 36.
Okay. Jordan
or
and McKay?
34. It's one of those.
We said 20.
Okay, 20. Sam and T. Gizzle?
We said no more than 2,000.
Okay, no more than 2,000. We're going for the technically correct here, aren't we? Algis Fanny are the only ones to get a point there. That was indeed.
Oh.
wow, good job.
36
Peter.
new missions in 2024.
Oh, we were right.
Yeah. Which general
Well,
authority
my
jumped the gun?
old mission that they closed was on the list, so I was paying attention.
Yeah.
They've brought it alive again after closing it in 2019.
So we all remember that that M. Russell Ballard died, right? That's we're all aware
What
of that.
one was that?
M. Russell Ballard died, you know? Yeah?
Yeah.
That old white guy died.
Yeah.
Which general authority jumped the gun by announcing M. Russell Ballard's death on X or on Twitter? Who was it? Because someone jumped the gun and put it up like in the middle of the night, and then quickly took it down because they hadn't made an official announcement. Do we know who it was? I'm seeing blank looks from everyone. Does no one
Begins
know?
with D.
It does
My
not.
brain is saying his
He
name
tried
begins with
Christopherson.
D, or there's a D in it.
Was it Neil Anderson?
No. It was Kevin
someone
R.
junior.
Duncan.
Dude,
gonna
that
say
guy
it's
was in the
Kevin
area
J.
of
Whitehead.
presidency when I was on my mission.
Was he?
I met that guy too.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's as goofy as
Wow.
this whole situation is.
Well, he said, "We love our dear President Ballard. Joyful reunion with Barbara." He put that out at 2:34 a.m. on November the 13th, before the church had had a chance to
Does he
officially
not
announce
embarrassing.
it.
You know, he accidentally tweeted this because the Holy Ghost goes to bed at midnight. So
Yeah,
I really
he
shouldn't
wasn't
have
there
been-
to lead, guide, and walk beside
Ah.
him. Unfortunately.
Good point.
Okay, the first presidency are old. But
Oi,
how
right.
old?
Oi. Points of order. I get
No.
a half point.
No,
for that.
this
I
is
said
not a
it begins
democracy.
with D.
It didn't. It's
What?
Kevin R. Duncan. His name begins with a K.
D.
Duncan?
No. D.
Moving on.
Duncan. Surname.
Peter, you don't need half points. The first presidency
is
are old,
oppression.
but how old? As dirt is an acceptable answer at this point. T. Gizzle. Oh, no. Okay.
They're all in their 90s, but
Okay, they're all in their 90s. That's a half point.
they're definitely.
I said I would give half points for the decade. So, Tanner?
Our official answer is old enough to remember the dinosaurs, but young enough to still believe in young Earth creationism.
Half
Hey. Good answer.
half a point. And then Peter and Alicia. Alicia? What was this?
I mean, they're all in their 90s, right?
Indeed. Yeah.
Are they all
I'd
in
like
their
to amend my answer for a joke answer as well.
Okay.
They're-
I mean, you already
they're
got the
old
half point
enough-
for the decade, but go.
They're all old enough that they predate the men who gave Rusty a award being able to have the priesthood.
Okay. Nice. It was a tough joke to follow, but I got there. I'll give you. You don't get any more points for it.
No, it's good.
But I like it. I like it. They are 99, 91, and 90. Combined, their age makes them older than the church itself. You just stop and think about that. Russell M. Nelson has been alive for half the church's existence, pretty much. And it's just generally quite wild that they're so old. Yeah. What kind of women spoke at BYU, obsessing pretty much everyone? Sam Montana?
Lesbians?
I don't know if that's untrue or true.
Similar.
Lesbian thespians? That I know
Sam?
pretty much everyone.
Sam, I feel that you know this.
The wrong sort who we don't take too kindly to around these parts.
Okay.
Women who run with the cougars.
Those ones.
Okay. Nice.
Just the wrong kind.
Just the wrong
Democrats.
sort. Okay. Democrats.
Well-behaved women.
Right. Oh, what just happened there? I don't know what happened there. But oh well. All right. So the answer is and something's happened here. Okay, here we are. At a BYU women's empowerment event, Sports Illustrated swimsuit models Jasmine Sanders, Maddie Dewey, and Berkeley Wright spoke on a panel. Jordan McKay, you got that right?
We said
I would-
models or dancers.
Yeah, something like that.
We didn't have a concrete answer.
Yeah. Which seemed to just upset everyone. Like, the comments on Instagram were like, I feel like this goes against everything BYU stands for, though. I feel like some of the role models you all chose are kind of sus. Just my take, though. And then I'm so disappointed, BYU. Using your body to get money and attention is the opposite of empowering women. It promotes the sexualization and objectification of women. Sam, go. I feel like you have some strong takes
Also
on this.
known as marriage.
On this?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you even... Yeah. It's
I feel like-
BYU trying to, become cool, but they're
Mhm.
never going to be cool. So they're just cool and trying to straddle this impossible thing.
And they're
Yeah.
alienating
And they
the
don't
people
like
that
this
thought they
strategy.
were cool.
Pardon?
They're alienating the few people who thought they were cool.
Right. Yeah.
What are the
So-
odds that all of these commenters are men?
Yeah.
What are the odds
Good
they
shout.
all had to go to their bishop because of the way
They
that
looked
they've
at this photo.
sexualized women?
Well, so I thought it was interesting, that it's these Sports Illustrated swimsuit models that are there and everyone's getting upset. And then this picture came up on Reddit, which is just fantastic, and I wanted to end with, which is Dan and Nick jokes with a couple of young ladies at an awards evening, and someone's put the quote from his 2005 talk on pornography. Young women, please understand that if you dress immodestly, you are magnifying this problem by becoming pornography to some of the men who see you. It's icky, isn't it?
For the men that see you.
Yeah. There we are. So let's total up the scores. And I told you I'd rig this, so don't be surprised. But in joint second place is Abominable Apostates and the Transatlantic Alliance with 10.5 points.
Hell yeah.
We always get those joint
Let's go.
victories.
Doug Vincent, the official spokesman for the chat room, awards 50 points to the Transatlantic team, so Gryffindor wins.
Oh, yeah.
An angel investor. Let's go.
But the winning team with 13.5 points, so like only 3 points more are Algis Fanny. Well done.
Yay! Huge victory.
Fingers crossed for that.
Peter.
We did it, Alicia.
So everyone made it through.
No.
But I do have
It's a
to,
voodoo.
because Doug Vincent is a long time watcher. He has come on the show and all this sort of stuff. So in my best impression, it appears a change of decoration is in order. And there we are. So actually, the real winners are the Transatlantic Alliance. So congratulations, Transatlantic Alliance.
Hey.
Oh,
Bravo.
guys.
They
Never
won.
felt
They
more
won.
deserving.
Exactly.
Bonus points for being the most American team. This is
The sunset never sets
right.
on our. The sun never sets on our.
Transatlantic.
The Transatlantic Empire.
Quiz Quest.
Yeah. So well done, everyone. Did you enjoy it? Be brutally honest. If you hated it and want to never
No, it's
come on
been
again,
amazing.
just let me know.
This is
So
quite a
fun.
year. We didn't
So-
even
hope
get
that
to
you'll
the
invite us
Vallow case, Chatham.
No,
Lawrence.
no. So much bad stuff went on this year. Isn't it interesting that
Visions
we were
of
able to talk
Glory.
about so much?
We didn't even get to Visions of Glory, which
We didn't.
Which do you guys know that book, Visions
I
of
tried to
Glory?
keep this light on prepper stuff.
Oh, sorry.
But that's fine. No, that's fine.
His major
the
donors.
darkest
He's not
information.
upsetting them.
This is great.
This
I'm
is the year I
personally going to be filing a
realised that
restraining order against Nemo.
my mother gave me this book as a young man.
Chad Daybell.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
one in my library too.
Yeah, so I haven't looked through it to
Baptism
see
book.
if there's anything problematic in it. There might not be, but that's my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna see if there's anything problematic in that book that I've somehow absorbed from my reading of it as a teenager. But anyway, thank you everyone for coming on. Thank you everyone. I want to let you all really quickly kind of plug your stuff and what it is you do and where people can find you. So let's work around. Peter, where can people find you?
Mormon Civil War. I am working on another episode. They always take
That
forever,
is his
but
mantra.
It's brewing and it's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
There'll be
Alicia?
more.
Where can
Well,
people find you?
I've been taking a bit of a mental health break, if I'm being honest. I am a little concerned about short form content these days. So I'm actually starting a YouTube, and I have my little signage. Faith and Travel podcast. So right now I'm just on TikTok, where all the kids
Nice.
are.
Okay, where all the cool
I'm
kids
kind
are.
of the grandma on the scene. But we have fun there, and I love it so much. But I'm going to be doing YouTubes next year, so can't wait to
Awesome. So
hang
keep
out
an
with
eye
you.
out for that, folks. Jordan and McKay, this is your first time on the channel. This is our first time collaborating together. I've had a great time. Where can people find you?
It was so funny because Nemo was like he was astonished that we actually knew. I knew who he was. And
I knew
Jordan
who you were
he was.
when I was a
Yeah.
member when I was slowly on the
Yeah.
outs. So
But anyway, we are happy to be here. You can
It's
find us
your
on
fault.
anywhere, basically. Here on YouTube, mostly at Jordan and McKay, Instagram, the likes.
Awesome. Okay. Sam and T Gizzle, our winners. Where can people find more victorious content?
We're on YouTube primarily. We're also on Patreon reading 80s Mormon fiction far too often. And we're also on TikTok and Instagram. And
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm just going to make myself big and important on the screen for a moment. I just want to say the one thing that we didn't cover in the quiz that happened this year, a big event in the world, or certainly in my world, was I went full-time on YouTube. This has now become my full-time job. So thank you very much to everyone that's tuned in to watch tonight and everyone that supported me over the past 12 months. It has been wonderful. If you want to continue supporting me, you know where all the links are. You know how to send me the cash and send me the likes, send me the love and all that sort of stuff. But on your way out, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you over the next couple of weeks and definitely in the new year. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye.